Ladies and gentlemen, without
There he
further
is.
ado,
There's Beefy.
What's up?
if you can hear me,
Hey, Rip.
the
Yeah, I
man,
can
the
hear
myth, the legend, Beefy Wellington, aka you got all your names down there, but I don't think I have
He's
any
got
names
20,
on here.
22 names. Isn't he?
There's
Brad
more
Maddox,
if you need
baby.
to have more. Can you
How's
hear
it
me?
going? Yeah,
I'm
we hear
good.
you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Oh, you
yeah.
got it. All
I
right.
gave
Yeah, I got
gave you a hand.
Yeah.
Okay, a hand.
Good. He gave you the Iggy.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's in the
Hey.
chat. Turbo
And Floyd,
We got the-
greatest ever,
We got the Outrunners. We got the greatest tag team on AEW.
the youngest
the youngest, the
and
greatest,
most jacked.
everything. They're great, man.
Yeah, they just need
Damn.
a female manager.
Mm.
Now, if they could dress me up like a 61-year-old with some bobby socks and pigtails, put a couple footballs up here, and I could limp around and go, "Yay, Outrunners!" I could take my teeth out and go, then I could put them back in.
Rip,
That'd be awesome.
Rip, there's never been a better time to be whatever you want to be.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I ain't croaked, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what he's saying. He's just saying you can be whatever you want to be these days. If you want to be a woman,
Yeah,
you can.
I can be a he, she,
You
a
can
she,
do-
it.
Yeah, we better not say too much about that.
Okay,
that'll get us kicked off YouTube.
Yeah,
That's like the
okay.
that's like the
No, I'm just saying, shoot for the stars, dream big.
dream big, baby. Hey, so have you heard the Dutch Mantell telling your story about getting fired today? It's been
Hell
out
no.
there.
This was today?
Yeah, it was released on YouTube.
Nice.
Today. The audio. He was just basically telling the story. I mean, when you said pricks or whatever.
Cocky pricks. Yeah.
Cocky pricks.
Cocky pricks.
He said he was actually, I don't know if you remember this or not, but he said that he was in Gorilla with Vince when you said it. And Vince said instantly when you said it to tell you to go home and not come back.
He said that he was in Gorilla and Vince was in Gorilla?
Correct. He said he was sitting right next to him.
Well, he may have slightly misremembered it. Vince wasn't in Gorilla.
No? I could be telling it wrong. I'm going to try to find the audio. What was I know you probably said it on our show before. What was your recollection then at that time?
This was it was Tuesday, so it was a SmackDown. I mean, it was dark, but it was before SmackDown, so Vince doesn't usually watch anything before the show on Tuesdays. So he was in his office, and I guess he was tuning in because me and Adam Rose had just had a sit down with him about doing a tag team, which he okayed, and then I had already had the dark schedule for that day. Yep. So I went out and improvised that line, and then I got back to Gorilla, and now Vince wasn't there. I remember Titus was there, and he came over, said, "Damn, I love you, Brad," and a couple of the producers that were in there were just kind of like, "I don't know, man. I don't know about that." And then I didn't hear anything until I got back to the locker room, and then I remember all the boys were split on whether or not I could say the word cocky or pricks or those combinations together.
Before or after?
After I got out of Gorilla, I hadn't seen Vince.
I mean when you said the locker room was split, are you talking like you asked him if you should say it beforehand?
Oh yeah, no, afterward.
After the fact, okay.
Yeah, because I hadn't planned it. Because I didn't think anything of it, and the locker room was kind of split. I was a little surprised that they were split about it. And then Carano, I think Carano came to see me and said that Vince had said to get my shit and get out. I never talked to Vince, so I asked if I could go talk to Vince and maybe explain myself or something. And Vince didn't want to see me, and so I just left. I never talked to Vince again.
So you never talked to him?
Mm-mm.
I was just pulling up the audio, so I might have missed a part. Who actually told you then to leave or?
Carano
is that he said? Yeah. Okay. I had some audio coming through. Wow, it's wild. So I think I already told you this. I just don't know that. It just doesn't seem to me that pricks is that really that bad? Like it just like Dutch said, if you would have said like asshole, it might have been fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pricks just doesn't seem like a real bad thing.
I never heard a prick as a cuss word or anything.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was a Northeast thing, maybe from the 60s. I don't know.
I think you just rubbed him the wrong way that day.
Well, that's kind of what he said too. I think I have it here.
And he may fire him coming back through the door. I've seen him do that.
Here it is.
One guy went out one night and he said something like, he called the fans, you're a bunch of lazy cricks or something. Oh my God. He was fired before he got back.
Brad Maddox, I believe that was.
Yep. Yeah, I was there. I was sitting right beside Vince. Tell him to go home and not to come back.
Oh, you've got to elaborate slightly. So you were in gorilla position when all this happened.
Oh yeah, I was up. There was going to be another match. See, they want you up there. Say you got a match before you. They want you when that match is in the ring. They want you standing by. They don't want to go looking for you when it's time because, in a building it's big. You could be anywhere, so they want you on deck. And I can see that they want you on deck. So me and Swagger were there, and whoever we were working with, we're sitting there, and I'm sitting here, and Vince is probably 2 people down. There was nobody in the seat next to me. And Vince is down there he's looking at a monitor. And this was the start of the night. So Brad Maddox went out there and they told him to do, he's a pretty decent talker. And he went down there and when he called them a bunch of pricks, Vince just said, what? He just hit the ceiling. I mean, you can say a lot of, it's according to who said it, but Brad Maddox said it. And they didn't like it, so he fired him on the spot. And he was fired before he got back from the ring. So one of the agents took him and he assigned an agent and said, go tell him to get his bag and go home. So I never saw him again.
There you go. That's taking a chance for you when you're not a main event star or saying the wrong thing slightly.
All
Well,
right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was sitting in Vince's office when he said that, and I'm sure he made the decision immediately. I'm sure.
Yeah, he went on to say, I cut it off there, but he went on to say, maybe if he said like asshole or something like that, or basically maybe Vince was just having one of those days type of thing, like, hey, I hate to kick off the show with you on here about talking about you getting fired, man, but somehow it just led into
an unsolved mystery. It did feel weird in retrospect because Carano called me he didn't tell me I was fired. He called me the next day to confirm that I was fired, and that was Thanksgiving, I believe. And it felt weird knowing that I had gone ahead and had an entire match while being technically fired.
Oh, so you had a match after that?
Yeah,
or just out there to cut a promo and come back. You had a match?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Did they screw you on your pay, or did they pay you for the match?
I believe they paid me.
Okay, if not, he'd been a bastard.
Fired.
He'd have been a prick, wouldn't he? He'd been an asshole, wouldn't he?
I do wonder if the agents on board knew that I was fired or not, because it was Rotunda sitting there in Vince's spot. He had the headphones on, and he was just looking at me stone faced like.
So did you know when you came back? Like, did you have any idea when you were out there? Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
No, I didn't think anything of it, and I'd forgotten. I didn't know what they were talking about.
Oh shit! Wow. How about that?
All for the best.
Yeah, we do have a. I hope you kind of like surprises. I hope you're cool with surprises.
Yes.
We've got a surprise for you today. It's not. I don't think it's a bad thing. Hopefully, it's a good thing. But he's only got a couple minutes on here, and he just popped in. So I'm gonna add him here. We're trying to have a reunion here, man. We're trying to
be one, man. I knew it.
We're trying to have a Theta Lambda Psi reunion here. What's that?
I heard you talking about cocky pricks, so I figured.
Yeah, Moose is on here now.
Moose was on here live, baby, and he heard us talking about cocky pricks, so he had to jump in.
Look at him flexing the guns.
Look at that, huh?
You got nobody to impress.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Tony hit me up for a contract, and I told him I'm old and retired, so I keep getting bothered by him. So we got to flex the dad bod here. I still got a belly, so
that's nice.
Looking good, baby. So we got James the Moose Thomas on here, former OVW. You were Southern Heavyweight champ before, weren't you? Tag champ. What all were you down there? You got to be something. Shit.
Moose, tell him the story of how I claimed your title.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was great.
I won them all. The most prestigious was probably the DCW tag team envelopes with Beefy. I think I still got the envelope somewhere, but yeah, I left town and I got a call. He had the courtesy to give me a call. He's like, "Hey, Moose," and I was at the airport. He goes, "What are you up to?" I go, "Well, I'm ready to fly home." He goes, "I just want to let you know before you hear from someone else that I'm the new champion." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, do you want the belt? It's in my house right now in Louisville."
That is awesome.
I was ready to hit the airport, but they made the decision that I wasn't good looking enough to represent the company, so they need a better looking guy like Beefy.
You can't take time off in this business, and you took a week off.
Nope.
And I took advantage. And Bill Carr decided that Bill Clark.
Yep, Bill Clark.
He didn't like decision, huh?
I must have not been nice to him or something.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw in me.
So you were gone, and he just took your title.
Yeah. I mean,
I told you this. I won a battle royal, and was hoisted into the air by all my comrades without a belt, without the belt to show.
I think I had the belt back in Louisville, and I offered to have you could have went and got it at the house. I don't remember where it was. I was flying back to Minneapolis. I just remember I was like in the Delta Lounge or something, and Beefy calls me. Then nobody called me from there. They just Beefy had the courtesy to give me a call and tell me I was losing my belt without losing.
That's awesome.
They're booking me stronger.
Rip, did you ever give him the anything in that envelope for the DCW tag champs? What did he get in that envelope?
What envelope?
The championship envelope, the scholarship envelope, or whatever it was. Did you give him a break on his dues? Was that all just a rib and a gimmick?
No, I probably charged him double because he was a cocky prick.
Yep.
I used to slap my legs on my drop kick, so my pay would go down every match.
Yeah, I was all excited to open the envelope. I thought it was a free ride scholarship, and it was a bill that said past due, and it was double charges.
Double charge. I didn't remember a tag team championship envelope. I just remembered the losing to the Big Cat for the other championship envelope.
Yep, I think wasn't Gavin at one point? Thedo kind of ruled DCW there for a while. Me and Beefy had the tag envelopes, and Gavin had the main one for a while until the big cat took it to him.
Yeah. Oh wait, I was in that. No, I was in that tournament. I was Lupe's partner, I think. Was Lupe ever?
Lupe he's still 19, isn't he?
He's still 19, I think. I think I was Lupe's partner in some tournament. I think.
Man, all that blurs together with me. Those guys, everyone would shuffle in and out, and I had so many groups saying I was the old timer that could never get signed. So I seen a lot of people go through there. So I always try to remember which group. But yeah, Lupe was down there when I first was down there, and he had just turned 19, and now now he's almost 20, right?
Yeah,
almost 20. Hey, I know you can't stay long, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to share this here. I pulled this off the old YouTube. This is when you guys, I think, were mocking. If I can get this to play right, mocking. I think. Is that wrong?
What in the world?
Oh, that was Man Beast.
That's the Mobile Homers, I think.
Oh, that's them mocking you then. Is that it?
I don't think so. Like a dumb bunch of motherfuckers.
No, that's you guys.
You can tell by the guns that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
I don't think so. What an insult.
We later
You see screaming out here, big Man Beast. That's Gavin Gerson.
They don't have the tie as the Mobile Homer.
That's Dewey.
Look at Beefy on his knees being the little. What was the little guy's name?
No, I was Sonic.
Mobile Homers, you have never looked so good. Oh, wow. Mobile Homers, thank you for coming out here tonight to accept my apology. And I'd like to thank you for the gift as well. But first of all, Man Beast, let me apologize to you. Let me shake your hand. Man Beast, I'm sorry.
Wait, who's in the bag? Is it Big Cat in the bag?
I'm a turd. Yeah. And my mama My ribs hurt. Oh, I'm sorry for beating you up and making your ribs hurt.
I mean, surely you guys have seen this
The
before, haven't
mobile
you?
homer stand
Yeah.
for 3 things. Hold on, Mini Beast. Number 1, we
Mini
believe
Beast.
in never being clean. Ain't that right, Dewey? Number 2, we believe in not being able to read, write, or file our taxes. Right, Dewey? And number 3, and most importantly, we believe that Theta Lambda Psi is better than us at everything. Yeah! We have mental disability. Mama, calm down. First of all, I'd like to thank you for accepting my apology here tonight. But secondly, thank you for this gift. What have you got
Oh,
me?
I know who comes out.
Mama, maybe it's Maybelline. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Toby. Bites her behind the ass.
And who comes the rest of the mobile homers? What is that Kate other than there now? What are they multiplying, Dean? Multiplying. Gone home to visit Memo. And he's come back tonight. They don't want to stop. They're like a bunch
That
of
was
backup
awesome,
rabbits.
man.
Twinkle toes.
Wait, didn't Ryback come out? and beat
Yeah.
everybody up?
Yeah, he came out at the end, I think, and like destroyed everybody, I believe.
I took a good hip toss on that one.
He gave you a hip toss. Oh, didn't everybody take the big move? Or wait, did you take the big move, Moose? Like the
finisher, and I landed right on my knee like a dummy. Hurt for
Yeah.
like. I had put over Lumpy before and got punched by him. I kept losing that night. It was a rough night, but most were. The back of my boots were worn out a lot more than the toes.
Oh yeah, that was wild, man. I didn't realize how much Gavin Garrison sounded just like Adam Revolver. He was awesome on that.
He was good.
Those were the days, baby. Theta Lambda Psi.
Yep.
Yeah, it could have been the most over team in WWE history, Rip.
Time of your life, baby.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
You guys still talk to the other two. We've had Gavin on here a couple times. And then, gosh, what's his name? I can't even remember.
Ashley Stefan Streetman.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I keep up with them both a little bit here and there. I believe Streetman's in Florida, and Gavin's been kind of all over the place. He's, oddly enough, works for a beer company, so outfitting for us.
That's wild. Just gonna check the. My wife's in the chat. First time ever. That's awesome, man.
My gosh, she might have heard me using profanity.
Beefy gets all the top stars in here. My
I
wife,
think she came. I think she came to see the moose.
the moose, baby.
James, how much hair you got left? Is it pulled back or is it shaved?
Oh, it's pulled back. It's in a bun.
Oh, look at that.
I keep it on tight. Once again, I don't want these emails from Tony Khan. He's just been bothersome. I can't EW. I can't do flips and dives. So
Yeah.
I'm not your guy.
Now, speaking of hair, Beefy, you've got yours cut since the last time you were on the show. You don't have like a ponytail back there, do you?
Nah, I got it. I got it removed. It was time.
What's up with that, man? If I had your hair, I'd keep it. No?
He looks like a movie star, like James Dean in the 50s.
He does, yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, I kind of agree, man.
If
I
I
wanted to switch it up for him a third time back.
if I swung both ways, he's a younger, more attractive man. He's quite attractive. Now Moose, Moose could punish me, but Beefy's strictly a finesse man, and he could call me a cocky prick too.
Yeah,
And that
you'd
just
like it.
that'd get the blood going down there, wouldn't it?
As Rip already said on something that we were filming today, that at 69 years old, he still never touched another man's
Snabits.
You could be the first.
You could be the first. Either one of you. Just pay me.
In the chat, somebody said, Brad, you still have fantastic hair. That's
Ooh.
good.
Yep. It's only a little bit gray. You can't even see it on camera.
Looks good.
Just trying
no,
to
we can
expand
see
your
it.
viewing audience.
No, we can see it.
Yeah. It's glaring over here. Might be your camera phone. Shows
Moose
up real good on video.
Moose ain't gray at all, is he?
If I get my, I think it's pretty bad. I'm old, man.
You got a spot right there? I got the fangs right here. It's very annoying.
Here in the
Welcome to Wrestling Rip Rogers, talking about gray hair and gray beards. Don't get no better than that. Moose, you get a lot of comments in the chat, man. Moose is over in the chat.
Well, a lot of guys like big men. Big men.
Good to see James Moose Thomas. Is that the one and only James Moose Thomas? Also, aka Brad Maddox, Beefy. Where's Ben Hameen? He's not here today. What was your favorite moment in OVW? You guys did you have a favorite moment, a favorite rivalry, a favorite whatever they're called, feud, time, anything? Favorite? Go. Either one of them.
Go ahead.
Oh, there's so many. That clip you just played was pretty good because that was Lumpy was gangbusters over. So I wish I knew where he disappeared somewhere. We tried a search party for him for about 3 years and never find him. So that was a good night. I got him over that night, and then got to just have some fun. That whole time was fun. We worked mobile homers who are easy at work, and we did it for great. I think
I enjoyed our ladder match.
Yeah.
Because, we were the main event that night. We had the last 2 segments. They gave us the ball a little bit. I think we did a pretty good job for our payoff match.
So was it a tag team ladder match or singles? You two in one against each other?
It was a singles. It was after I had won the belt fair and square from Moose.
Oh, I think I was still there. I think I
remember. Then he came back, and we had 2 or 3 matches where he'd cheat at the end of it, get disqualified or something, and then we finally had the ladder match.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was a good one. I do recall, not to call you out though, we had a ladder. We were gonna run up the ladder, and you were having second thoughts. And I wouldn't let you back out.
Yeah, that ended up being a pussy dive. That wasn't a very good one.
It was all right.
I got like 3 inches off the ladder.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. I had that. Actually, it was all right when we did. I had that ladder match with APOC, and I wasn't keen on going up a ladder very much or very often. I don't even like heights, man. So
yeah,
I think we did one suplex spot off of it.
When you hit above 300 pounds, you have no reason to be on a ladder at all. So try to stay away from it.
Well, cool, man. That
would have been the spot if you'd have jumped off the ladder, and then I could have just moved. But no one would have ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah, I'm still bad.
Who won that match?
I don't recall.
Oh, that means you lost.
Moose put me over. I won. I took the belt with me.
Anytime you don't remember, it means you lost.
I don't remember a lot of my matches, if that's the case.
Hey, we've been doing Rip Rogers reacts to some of his old matches, and he's still winless on all those too. So it happens to the best of us, right, Rip?
Well, we've been going through how many years of stuff to try and find a match where I lost. They were so hard to find. So
it was real tough.
Hey, I was on. What we do about 3 of those today. I got second, I think, 3 times.
So, yeah,
I didn't get the blue ribbon, but I got the red ribbon, so that's pretty good.
You were always a strong starter, Rip.
I was, wasn't I?
Yeah. It's good and last.
Well, that's what she told me too.
If you're good, you don't need to win matches or have a belt. So I'm going to stick with that because I didn't win very many matches. I don't know
there you go. All right, man. Thanks for coming on here. We'll do this again sometime. We're going to kick you out now. I got a couple more questions for Beefy. I just wanted to pull you on to have a little Theta Lambda Psi reunion, man.
Right on, bud, with 2 O's.
See you, Moose.
Take care. We'll talk soon, Beef.
Yeah, man.
See ya.
Later.
That wasn't bad, right?
He's a good guy.
You guys don't have heat or anything, do you?
No, he's a good guy. I stayed with him a couple of times when he was up. He moved up to Minnesota when the shows would come around there.
That's cool. I'm going to go. The last 2 times you've been on here, we've not really talked a whole lot of WWE as far as actually wrestling. I think we had kind of hit on the contract stuff, like you were doing those wrestling matches to try to get a contract. I went back and watched some of those on YouTube. Holy shit. It looked like you got the shit beat out of you on quite a few times. I don't know if it looked like that or you're just a great seller or what. If anybody in the chat's got any questions coming up for Brad Maddox, get those in the chat. We're gonna talk a little wrestling, Rip.
Wrestling. That's a first for today,
First of all, how about that Big Show KO punch? Do you remember that? That looked
I do remember that.
freaking
I was proud of that.
devastating.
That was light. That was
it
very light.
really?
Yeah.
Man, it sounded good, and it didn't look like any leg slap. It looked.
Yeah.
It
I don't remember that being at all stiff.
Oh, it looked like he knocked you out.
No,
Your sell was awesome too, because it wasn't like a flat back bump or whatever. It was a die.
Yeah. Big Show was really cool. He was a nice guy, and he did not take advantage of me. And
how about the Ryback 19 power bombs in a row? Actually, I think it was 3, but
yeah, that was a little bit rough.
Man, looked like your head was just. Now, answer me this: I've been in a WWE ring a few times for practice matches, stuff like that. I was gonna have Jake Hager or whatever, his first match, and I don't know if it was adrenaline or is the WWE ring, you think it's softer, quote unquote, like in the middle of the ring than like an OVW ring, for example, or do you think?
I don't recall ever thinking about any difference.
Okay, but those power bombs look pretty brutal with Ryback.
Well, they were. I mean, I will say that he was being told to be as aggressive as he possibly could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they wanted him to look like a killer, and they wanted him to be undefeated for a while. They wanted him doing, I guess, the Goldberg gimmick. And since he had to lose that match, I don't know, they wanted him to rebound strong or whatever. So that they told him to be strong.
Yeah. Why was there the clip I watched started late. Why was there was that like an ambulance match? Why was it, if it was like, was there a reason for that?
I can't think of any good reason. I don't know.
But it was like an ambulance match or something, wasn't it?
No, it was just it wasn't an ambulance match.
Oh, there was an ambulance out there, and he went.
There was an ambulance,
and then they threw you in.
He threw me in it.
Oh, so it was just there.
Triple H wanted him to pick me up and throw me overhead into the ambulance, and he wasn't going to put a pad in it either. I don't know why. But Ryback, he told me afterwards he was carrying me to the ambulance, and I was bleeding from the mouth, and he felt bad for me, so he just chucked me in. Appreciated that.
That was nice.
Yeah.
How about Great Khali? Chops?
I don't recall him.
Holy shit, those chops looked.
Probably. I don't have a lot of memory of that. Maybe that's why.
And then the last one that I saw today, actually I watched them today. Well, I watched them after I talked to you the last time, but then rewatched them today, was the Randy Orton. It looked like Orton was pretty. The one you were in, like, you had 2 matches with him. One you were in like dress clothes, and he took that microphone and started just smacking.
I think that was okay. Didn't he rip my shirt up a little bit?
Yeah.
I think there was a running rib to destroy all my Express for Men shirts.
Oh, really? Any reason in particular, just to do it, or?
I don't know. I mean, I was still a new guy. They're probably maybe testing me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So did you ever win a match to get the contract?
No.
No, but then you did have another match after that, though, right? Was it on TV when you were with the dancing guy against like the Usos? Was that a TV match, or was that?
With Brodus?
No, the Exotic Express guy, Adam Rose. I think you and Adam Rose had a tag match with the Usos.
Oh, that was towards the end of my time there.
Right, but was it a TV match? Because if you never won the contract, I was wondering why you would have like a tag match or whatever.
I think it was on one of those Saturday shows or whatever they were taping at the time. I think that's what it was. I had pitched a gimmick to come back as the bunny, but I had bought a black bunny suit, which looked pretty cool, and it had a big scary mask on it, and I wanted to come back as a sort of a twisted version of the bunny, since Adam Rose he kind of shook hand the party gimmick, and he was kind of becoming jaded or whatever. Yeah. So I was trying to come back with that version, and then they ultimately decided that they had already decided that they could never unmask the bunny because the hype had been built so strong that it could never be anybody but Vince McMahon in the bunny outfit or something. I didn't know why they couldn't just use it to maybe make my character. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But Triple H or somebody didn't go for it. I thought it was a pretty good pitch.
I like it. It's kind of like the Boss in the Cartel, Rip. Rip was in the Cartel on ESPN, Global Wrestling. They never did reveal the Boss, did they?
Yeah, it was Max Andrews who was like the owner.
But they actually revealed him as
Right.
the Boss? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought you told me every time they didn't reveal it, but you thought that.
No, that was when I was there. But then.
Oh, okay.
That's like, remember when Ole Anderson was Sting? He would do that, whatever character that was. It was just Ole talking. I said, Ole, who they going to be? Hell, I don't know. He was just doing it.
That's awesome. Could have been Brad Maddox. Let's see in the chat. Oh, Turbo Floyd's back in here. My boy, he said.
My boy.
Oh, look at that. That Lilas APOC feud was great. Thanks, man. WWE fan guy. Let's see. What was the one thing you couldn't stand the most after performing your general manager segments? I'm not sure what. The one thing you couldn't stand the most after performing your general manager segments. I don't know if they mean like right after you were done with it, or I don't know.
I dreaded it all because it was mostly like stuff where you come out and you make a match or whatever, and I was always trying to be creative with it or do something more, really trying to do too much with it, I guess, going into business for myself. I just hated how bland it was.
I liked it. I liked you as a general manager way better than what's his name that runs it now. What God, I can't think of names. Anyway, the bald guy that does it now. Let's see what else we got here. What was it like during the segment where Vicky Guerrero was fired and Brad was appointed the GM of Raw? I didn't know that's who you replaced. You replaced Vicky?
Yeah. I think that was a backstage segment, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was me, Vicky, and Vince, and he just kind of came up and appointed me.
So you guys were back there, and she got fired, and he just turned to you and hired you as the GM?
Yeah, it was like, there was no real rhyme or reason behind it, and I don't think we ever explored it.
Just normal wrestling. You're fired. You take her place. Okay.
Let's see. Brad could have been. I was the bunny all along. What else we got in there? I can't read over there, Rip. You're on that side. You have the chat open? Can you see the chat? Did any heat? I mean, we are on here live. Any heat for Woods not holding the camera still on your tag match? I think that's supposed to be a joke, probably.
Yeah, I don't recall any tag matches.
I don't recall any tag matches.
I do not recall.
Where's that? I can't. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm behind. There we go. Hey, Brad, what was some difference between OVW and FCW? Any similarities or differences, OVW and FCW?
Sorry, my fire alarm went off or something. All right. What was it?
Like comparing OVW to FCW. Differences, similarities.
More uptight, I guess, trying to keep from getting fired every month.
Yeah.
It was less, I don't know. It was less about the creativity and more about trying to hang in.
Keep your job.
It was more similar when Dr. Tom was there. He gave us more free reign. I had some ridiculous matches when he was still there. And then when it changed management, everybody tightened up a little bit. And you did start to feel after a while like if you took a hip toss wrong or something, you'd come back and you hear about it, and it might mean something more than a missed hip toss. There was more pressure after a while.
Yeah. Adam Pearce is the guy. Somebody just said Adam Pearce is the guy now. Let's see. Frank's and Green. So Green people are subscribers, or not subscribers, but are members. If you're a member in Green, get the question out. Stephanie McMahon, is she as beautiful in person as she is on TV? Well, I can vouch for that. I've met Stephanie a couple times. I think she's a beautiful person. I actually thought she was really, really nice. Did you have a lot of interaction with her? I know you were on TV with her quite a bit.
Yeah, I did.
When I did the Hulk Hogan deal, when I stopped The Rock, Rip, or no, I stopped Hogan. I mean, she was the producer or whatever. She was super cool. I thought she was like very, very nice to me. Didn't know me at all. I was just an extra, but she was super cool. What was your experiences with Stephanie?
Yeah, I'd see her often backstage, and she was always very nice. And we talk about family, and they got I think 3 girls, or they had 3 girls at the time. We talk about kids, and she was very cool. I didn't talk too much creative stuff with her. She'd tell me to go see Vince or somebody, but she was very nice.
Rip, have you ever met Stephanie McMahon before?
No.
Not your type?
No, I never. When I go, I wouldn't talk to nobody. Not really, unless I knew you before. And then I'd be talking about old shit.
I remember the first time I went to Raw or SmackDown as an extra. Rip was working. He was training. So you were there, and Rip had the suit coat on. I was like, man. But I think you wore blue jeans. No, maybe you had the black. But you talked to all the like Canadian guys, Edge and Benoit, and
I already knew them before they got in there, right?
Yeah,
that was why I was doing that. If he was stuck as getting me like a cocky prick, if I knew you from years ago, I was talking to you. If not, I didn't give a shit about you. None of my business what you're doing.
Why did they have you there anyway?
I don't know. They just told me I had to be there.
Like most of the OVW guys had to be there, and they didn't use them. I remember them all being there. And
they were all under contract, right?
Yeah.
They were getting paid to go there and learn and to just sit there and shut up and maybe see something that'll help them.
So you think they're just having the TV just to experience it because they weren't?
Yeah, they were just getting. Yeah, they could say, okay, you guys get in here now, and you're going to see how we do this stuff. And it's okay, Clint, get in here, boom. You guys get in there, you guys get out, you guys get in there and then try it. The next time you get in there, it'll be easier for you.
No, I'm not. I don't think they did anything.
No, they were there watching.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Al Robinson in the house, Rip. I told you to be an hour late.
Well, Al's got a lot of shit on.
And he got a lot of $1.99 super sticker.
All right.
Thanks, Al's over,
a big S squared, a big SS, a super sticker from Big Al Robinson. It don't get any better than that, does it?
We got to catch up here. How great was Ben Hameen at OVW? How great you just said he was great. I mean, what else can we say?
Hey, give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Is that your fire alarm again?
I think so.
All right, go check it out, man. We can hold down the fort here. We do it weekly.
Well, for 30 seconds, Beefy, he could go through a couple women in 30 seconds.
Yeah. We talk about him now. He's not here.
Well, I'll talk to him when he comes back and see if he's probably hitting something on the side. There's what it is. 30 seconds. Give him 30 seconds of hell. What the hell, right?
Yeah. Hey, keep in mind, if you guys got a question for Brad, you either need to be in green because you're a member, or you need to do a super chat. You need to do a super sticker, super chat, something like that. Rip, you out of coffee, man.
I know, but I got Coke right here.
How old is thus handsome?
How old was what?
Handsome Brad Maddox. How old? Man, I watched some of those matches. I don't know if you guys have seen the matches out there in Chatland. Some of those look pretty brutal. He was in, Rip.
Well, he's just selling. He's just busy being over. He's just reminding everybody that he's a cocky prick. And he can make you believe anything.
If I would have, I had all week, I could have tried to get the entire Theta Lambda Psi on here today. I think that's what I should have done. And I also looked for that picture I have of me beating his ass. I can't find it anywhere. Tried to find that picture of me beating you up, man. I couldn't find it. Is your place on fire? Everything all right there?
I thought maybe I left the burner on. It's fine. It's probably a low battery or something.
Oh, okay.
If you could get Lumpy Magoo on.
Yeah, we can't find him, man. He was about as hard to find as you, so or way harder than you. I mean,
I'm pretty secluded.
Yeah, you were a tough one, man. I went cave spelunking and or whatever that's called, looking in all the caves for you, and never
fell for
found
that.
you.
You fell for that. A lot of people fell for that.
Yeah, you told us on the show, man, that was all gimmick or something you wanted to do like for WWE, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the fans were buying that, man.
No, they did. I think people did.
You think they bought?
They called
You think they bought
local.
it?
They called the local authorities, trying to get me out.
Do you know that there are still people to this day making comments on those YouTube videos that you made from the cave?
Good.
Like
I hope they talk about me forever.
A lot of women have been talking about you. They heard about, your big sausage down there. You had excellent length, above average width, a great attitude.
Great.
And I think that 30 seconds when you was away, you was doing something else. I thought I heard some cheeks clapping.
Welcome to Rip Rogers Live.
30 seconds? I'm not. See, I've never been in it for me, though.
No, hey, I'm in it strictly for myself.
You are?
Of course.
You can tell I'm out of the game now. I'm retired.
Out of the game. Brad Maddox is out of the game. He is retired.
I think he's got one more
run.
One more run.
Think I gotta. Maybe I have a comeback.
So, never say never. What is Brad up to these days? Is one of the questions in the.
I'm living in the birthplace of Vince McMahon, Boone, North Carolina.
Oh, really?
That's where he went. That's where he went to school, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
Is it?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
App State. Just hanging out and being a dad now and raising kids. I got 2 kids and I write. I'm trying to get a book published, a nonfiction book. I'm trying to get a fictional screenplay written, and if those ever get out, maybe I will make a comeback. Or I guess I've never been an actor, but maybe I'll make something. I'll make a run at that at some point here. I was living out in LA for a couple of years. It just it didn't really get going. It's tough out there.
Yeah. So a nonfiction book, that's not fake, which means it's real. So is it like a book about you, or if it's real, can you tell us anything about it at all?
Oh, it's actually it's about my dad and his relationship with his dad. So
okay,
who is my grandpa who's gone now, but it centers around that story and how he didn't really know him while he was alive, and then he found some love letters between his parents that kind of conveyed a relationship that he didn't know existed. So he got to sort of explore all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
More just human shit,
Yeah.
Not real wild or anything.
Nice. Sounds.
Real heartwarming.
Sounds intriguing.
Real heartwarming stuff. And then I'm working on a screenplay, which maybe it'll be more exciting. So.
They want to know how old you are. Do you tell your age?
41.
It's old. Prime of life, baby. Tell him, Rip.
Prime of life, baby.
Prime of life.
Don't get any better than 41.
I used to go younger, but then I thought that's stupid. I should go older.
Oh yeah.
So now,
then people say, "Oh, you look great."
Yeah. Now when I do hit 40, I'll feel much. It won't hit me so hard. That'll be next year.
I look pretty good for 85, don't I?
Hell yeah.
Look like shit for 69, but 85, I look great.
Yeah, I'll be the big 50, man. I'll be 50 in October, so I don't know. Don't know about that, but it seems so fucking old. 50 years old. Holy shit.
So you're 10 years older than me. I'm 39.
Oh, so you're not 41?
No, I'm prepping for it.
Oh, yeah. I'm 49. I'll be 50 in October.
Is time flying for you?
Oh God, yes. Especially now with kids, dude. They just last day of school was yesterday. First grade kindergarten. Had a big party last night for them. I've been drunk for about 3 straight days. I got my support day drinking shirt on still from yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't come prepared.
So yeah, man, that's just it goes so fast. The older I get, the faster this shit goes, dude. I think.
There was a span of about 2 years when I first got called up, and I was traveling a lot, and I was having a lot more adventures and fun back then. And I had like a 2-year stretch that felt like a good decade plus.
Oh yeah.
And then these last decades, it's been like a couple of months or something. I don't know what's happening. It's weird.
What do you think, Rip? Time fly for you? I mean, you're a young 69 though. I mean,
It's like today we was talking about. I don't even know what month it is all the time. And you thought I wasn't ribbing you. I was talking about the kids. I said, "Oh, is it a Easter vacation?" They said, "No, it's the last day. We're out."
yeah, you asked me.
Yeah,
I said the kids are here today. So
but I'm shooting.
He's like, "What are they?" He said, "Is it Easter break?" I was like, "Easter break? It's fucking summer vacation. What do you mean? Is it Easter break?"
Well, I don't know what month it is.
Easter break. Yep, they're home for Easter break today, Rip. Yep. So let me ask you this, Rip. If it doesn't hurt you too bad here, when we go back and watch all these old matches, and you're like, "Man, I was jacked there." What's it like for you to go back on YouTube and just see all this old shit of you in the prime of life, baby? Not that 69's not, and look at that stuff. Is that great to do? Does it? What's that like?
No, it's good. It's great.
Is it?
I wish I had all my matches that I used to have before, the ones that didn't get done in the flood, right?
Yeah.
Because no, I did that son of a bitch. Watch. And no matter what match you watch, they're all different. They're all different. Instead of the shit you see on TV today, the signature this, the signature that, fuck your signature. It's supposed to be a goddamn wrestling fucking match. You take what's goddamn there, and you gotta be able to fucking brawl. You gotta be able to do everything instead of the same old get your shit in fucking match. Fuck you. How's that?
See, probably got kicked off YouTube. But
what the hell, right?
So you like seeing it.
But Rip, you lived a better life though. You were living while you were alive and while you were young, and you were living in the moment. And all these guys now that are doing that shit, and you say fuck you, but they're not as happy either. They're not having as much fun as you had back in the day.
No, but they're also being compensated 1,000% more, and they can work just a little bit. And if you have, you could work for WWE 2 years and be set for life if you wanted to. I'm trying to scrape up partial payment of the electric bill, right?
Yeah.
But I never got into business for money. That's how stupid I was. I just wanted to have a good time, learn different styles, travel all over the world, get into different shenanigans every night of my life, and treat each day like it's the last day on earth, because someday it will be.
Yeah.
So I don't
think that's stupid. I don't think you're stupid.
I just know that I got so many goddamn stories when I'll sit there and I'll go, "Oh no, I used to live here on this street, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This was the promoter. This is what you can make. This is the schedule. These are the towns. These are the weekly towns. This is the monthly towns." And it's just flowing and everything. And then guys today, they don't understand what the fuck. It's like we could work with anybody. I could go in and work with you. My first night in Bill Watts' territory, I'm working with our crews, never seen each other in his life. I said, "Where'd you come in from?" He come in same night. He said, "I come in from Portland." I said, "Okay, you know Buddy Rose stuff? I'll give you a 20-minute Buddy Rose match." Because we was in separate dressing rooms and we're just told to go through 20 minutes. And it's like we never missed, we'd known each other for years and years and years, because we were all could call in a goddamn ring. You could be babyface, you could be heel, you could be different characters, just switching off and that. You knew how to work a first match, second match, third match, a semi or a main. You knew all that stuff because you worked every day of the week. Now guys work once a week, maybe, if that, and you can't learn. Can you imagine playing in the NFL, but you don't practice? No, any sport. You're fucked. Guys that are a C plus. Oh, you think they're an A? No, they're a C fucking plus. The guys that think they're good, they don't have a fucking clue.
Easy on the F-bombs, Rip. Getting there.
No, I think you're right though. Not only guys don't even know that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They think they're doing great because they can paint by the numbers and go and hit A, B, C, D, and E.
Right.
And they think they've done a great job, but they don't even know they hadn't even gotten past their paint by the numbers yet.
Well, now am I just a grumpy old man?
No.
Or I want guys to be better. Hell, you know at OVW, I taught everything's called in the goddamn ring, right? Boom. Guys doing an hour, guys doing 2 hours. I had Power and Man Beast doing that 90-minute at the seminar. I said, hey, you guys are doing 90 minutes. When? In about 10 minutes.
Now, I'd hide.
Yeah. Go pee, get you something to drink, and go out there and do your thing. They said, well, I said, you guys got this. I see every day in fucking practice. Get real. You guys are better than the fucking stars. There ain't nobody that can do this.
I watch anymore.
One of my big regrets is I wish that I'd been trained by you longer, because I at least knew better than to try to go paint by the numbers, but I wasn't nearly as good as I could see the art form sometimes when Revolver and Man Beast would get in the ring and just randomly go an hour at practice, and I was terrified of that. But I do wish that I could have gotten to that level of artistry and just freedom.
Well, it's nothing but repetition. I'm not sitting there teaching you a bunch of shit. Okay, do this stuff, do this stuff, do this stuff, do this stuff. Everybody's sweating, but we've chained. We're constant fucking motion. Pretty soon you're getting so good at this, but you don't even know you are. Now go work with the goddamn stars and they ain't worth a shit. They don't have to be. They're not asked to be.
Speaking of wrestling, somebody wants to know if you got one more match in you, Brad Maddox.
Theoretically, I've been working out again, so who knows?
Hey, where do you live? What state are you in?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. In the where we're going to Ricky Morton's school in next week.
That's in North Carolina.
It's close, right?
That's Chucky,
Tennessee. I think.
Oh, that's Chucky, Tennessee. But it's by Johnson City.
But is that close to North Carolina? I thought we were going. Hey, maybe we'll get you booked. Me and Brad Maddox at Ricky Morton's school. We'll do one more match
in Johnson City. I'll have to look that up.
We're going to be at Chucky, Tennessee,
which is right outside of Johnson City, I guess.
Is that North Carolina?
Yeah,
You're doing that at convention at North Carolina, or that Fan Fest thing?
A Fan Fest, yeah, that's it. Is that North Carolina? Is that North Carolina?
Your Fan Fest is in North Carolina, yes.
Okay.
It's all an act. He knows where he's going.
No, I'm trying to think of the poster, which I don't have here right now.
Would it be Winston-Salem?
No, Winston-Salem is the one they have every year, but I'm not going to that one because I think got the Crockett Cup there, don't they? This year, I think they do because the Outrunners are going to be on it.
Okay, I'm about an hour from Winston.
Yeah, they have that big convention show, whatever, 2-day thing or whatever every year there, I think.
I'm going through the chat to see if we have anything. Brad Maddox looking good, man. You're getting a lot of compliments. You're getting a lot of compliments on your hair, that you're looking good and stuff like that. Just keep in mind these are, I think, probably all guys in here too. Not there's anything wrong with that.
Well, he looks like a younger, more attractive man. You know.
Yeah, he does. He looks.
Yes. He's James Dean, a movie star. If I had $1 million, I'd slip him some bucks.
You just said you work out now. You got a workout routine. What have you been doing? You go to the gym. You do it at home. You into the new, what's that stuff called? I guess it's not new anymore. I think it's actually fading out. CrossFit or whatever. What do you got going on, man?
Well, I don't like CrossFit, but I do more cross training. I'm trying to work towards more longevity. I used to just work out like a bodybuilder all the time. So I'm trying to do, I do strength days and I do power days and I'll do atrophy days, which is breaking down the muscles, for the bodybuilder stuff. But I'm trying to do a mix of stuff. I'm actually doing plyometrics again. I'm trying to get into basketball. I'm just trying to be more useful.
Make a big NBA run, possibly.
More mobile. Damn, I wish I'd have practiced harder. I could be in the NBA right now.
I'm sure a lot of teams are looking for a 39-year-old
5'11" white guy.
Yeah. Hot commodity.
Yeah.
Be awesome. It says Ricky Morton School is an hour or 2 hours of an hour or two from JC, 1 hour of
that's Johnson City.
Elizabethton or something. I don't know. I can't read that medium 5. What the hell you're saying? Favorite wrestlers growing up, man? Did you watch wrestling growing up? I can't remember if we ever talked about that.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
No.
Mostly it was WCW. I wasn't allowed to watch WWF. Probably the reason I probably started was because of Shawn Michaels and Jericho.
Yeah.
I liked WCW Jericho. I liked his fuck around stuff. I thought he was entertaining and fairly creative. That's what that's what I looked at it for. I liked Michael's attitude.
Like the Attitude Era, is that what you're saying? Or
yeah,
attitude?
like his late DX stuff. I enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, I was always a big Chris Jericho fan back then. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like him now. I just think he ribs so much now that it's funny to watch. Do you watch anything now at all?
No.
Nothing? You never just turn on AEW just to see it? No?
It's been a while. I've been logged off of everything recently, just trying to get more focused. I've been off my phone and I've just been off of everything, trying to be more focused. I've been noticing how addicted to my phone I am.
Oh, yeah?
Even if I put it down for an hour and try and get some work done, I'm thinking about it or thinking about scrolling on something. So I've been trying to.
I'm not that way.
Oh, this guy! I mean, all he does is bitch about the phones.
Doesn't it piss you off how much you ever think about it? You just.
I do, man. It's. I mean, I've left it at home just going like on a walk.
You go crazy
before,
don't you?
and it's always like checking your pocket.
Yeah.
And it's not there, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's wild, man.
Yeah,
See,
man.
now you're all getting me on it. Here's what I'll show you right now, what I do all the time. I do it all the time, and that is check our YouTube. This could be a shameless plug, too. Check out our YouTube subscriber numbers. Like, it just went up 5 right now. I refresh that all the time. We're at 3,336 now. We've had 336 in the last week. We're on fire over here, man.
That's all me, huh?
I think most of it is because of you come on the show. Yeah, pretty sure.
I think that's.
So I'll wait for that next envelope in the mail.
Yeah, we'll send it to you. Send me your address, man. I got some of your PayPal. Yeah, I mean, you just went up 5 subscribers, so yeah, you got us up there, man.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I mean that's extra addictive when it's actually useful to look at it. I mean, shit, I'll just look at sports shit way too much, or you got a Red Sox hat on. I noticed that. I'm a Braves fan, so
I don't really like
I fucking
him.
look at Braves stats every fucking day like it matters. See if Acuna kept his average up to 330. There's just so much shit that you can access instantly now that just one thought and you can go do it, and then 30 fucking minutes later, none of it matters at all, and you can't focus on anything. I just know I haven't been able to focus or write or anything, so I just been trying to stay logged off.
Rips on it all the time. Porn, usually Pornhub, I think.
No, I don't have Pornhub. Just type in usually Ebony Bukkake.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I would love to achieve Rip's level of, what's the nicest way to say it? Shamelessness, non-judgmentality. I would love to achieve that.
Yeah.
For myself, I would love to.
You're over, Rip.
Roll off my back.
Yeah, what the hell, right? You go through life one time, do what the hell you want to do, and then when you croak, and then you say, "Well, did I do enough to get by and go to heaven, or am I going to be thrust down there with the rest of the wrestling promoters?"
Rip, better helicopter, Flair or Lanny or Riddle? Have you seen Riddle's worm?
No, I talked to him about it, but never seen it. Lanny had a way above average length, pretty good girth. I heard Riddle's got a hell of a hammer.
Flair? Have you seen Flair's?
No.
Now, what was the other? Is it Robert Gibson? Is Hoot Gibson and Robert Gibson the same person?
No.
Does Hoot Gibson have a hammer, or is it Robert Gibson?
No, Robert Gibson's got the hammer, and his nickname's Hoot. But Jim Hoot, yeah, they were both. They call him. Ricky Morton would call Robert Gibson Hoot.
But then there is a real Hoot.
Then Hoot Gibson is Jim Gibson from Lebanon, Virginia. That we used to go to his house when we'd run some towns down there, and we'd stay over at his house. And he was Ronnie Garvin's buddy, and I met him working WOAY TV in Oak Hill, West Virginia in '77. Jim Hoot Gibbons, he's a hell of a guy.
Only here, man. Only on Ask Rip Rogers Live do we get questions.
His name's Matt Riddle, right? Matt
Yeah.
Riddle?
Yeah.
And
I called him
so-
I called him Spagnoli. I did a couple seminars for Danny Cage at the Monster Factory, and that's when Matt was going to that's where he was at.
What's your personal opinion on not wearing shoes in the ring?
You have a tendency to get hurt more.
Yeah.
So if you can be safe with them, that's fine. But you're going to sprain your ankle more. You're going to bust your toes up. Somebody's going to step on your foot and stuff like that. But a lot of guys have done it for years and they survive. So what the hell? I guess if you're used to wrestling without knee pads on, to put knee pads on is strange. That's like me. I couldn't stand wearing the earpiece, the thing you got in your ear. I can't stand like a ring, a bracelet, any kind of jewelry on or anything. I just can't stand it.
I went without knee pads. And the first time that I landed on my knee in the ring, and I just decided it wasn't worth it. I wore knee pads.
Well, what you do is if you wear knee pads, then you take them off. Then you learn how to work with no knee pads. It's different, but you can do it.
Yeah, I would have no interest in not wearing knee pads. Bam Bam never. Jerry Penders, Tracks XXX. He never wears knee pads.
Well, when I started, I never seen hardly anybody with knee pads.
Oh, really?
Right. I didn't want to wear any until I had to have knee surgery. Then I was paranoid about everything. Memories, baby. It don't get any better than this.
Well, anybody else got any questions? About time to wrap this thing up, man. We've been on here about an hour and 22 minutes. Not you, but us. You're over an hour though, man. Anybody got any questions? You're talking about the envelope. I was trying to get some super chat questions. I was trying to actually get us some money, but we got too many tight asses in our chat that they don't pay like they're supposed to. Kind of ribbing on that. We got a lot of people in green, so we do have some people that pay us monthly. I appreciate all the supporters that are monthly members. Well, we were going to nickname him at one point, weren't we? Rip Rogers something. Can never remember anything on this damn show.
Yeah, I think, Rip, you need a gimmick, like you dye your hair a different color every week based on.
Oh yeah, that'd be over.
Something.
Yeah, why don't I just put a sign up that says, "Yes, I'm stupid." You know.
We can do that too.
Well, I've been, in the back here. I'm like Donald Trump. I got 8 hairs. Looks like 12. Gets wet. It looks like 4.
That's what we'll do. We'll start letting Brad Maddox produce our show.
Can I be your marketing guy?
Yeah, you can give us ideas and segments and yeah.
And we'll just the new name of the show is going to be called Cocky Pricks.
Cocky Pricks. That's it.
Yeah. Or sold out.
Sold out, baby.
For sale. And then you ask in the comments, what color should Rip's hair be? Comment below, and then everyone.
That sounds just.
Comment. I think green. I like green. Pink. That's the way right there.
We'll have you do it from a cave. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. See, I got ideas.
Man, it's gonna be the greatest show ever, Rip. This channel is we're gonna get at least 5 more subscribers out of all this that we're getting ready to do.
Well, if they had the kayfabe names, they could do it right now. Just boop 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 boop. Right. It don't get any better than that.
Doesn't get any better than this, man. Let's see if I got anything. We've never had you on live before, so you've never seen. I mean, I'm going to show you some of Rip's favorite stuff that we do on here. Let me see.
Do I have to watch you chop somebody?
Here's my last match against the world famous Outrunner. You always got to get that in, man. Hey, have you seen my new rap video?
I feel like I have. I cannot remember the details. I'm pretty sure I looked at it.
I think maybe I did send it to you. Oh, we were talking about my ladder match a little bit ago. Here's a little.
I'm reading his reactions correctly. APOC plans on climbing that ladder and raining that elbow down on Von Lawless. Von Lawless is back to a vertical base, but has no idea. No, now he sees APOC. Now he sees him, and APOC's in a bad spot. He's vulnerable.
APOC thought he mistimed that. He thought he'd be to the top of the ladder by then.
No, he didn't make it.
Von Lawless blocking that punch.
Not today, APOC.
Head first. I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
And I don't think APOC or Von Lawless are going to like it either.
Oh, baby! My word, that is 15, 20 feet through the air, crashing down.
You better than that,
One
huh?
of them's got to be dead. Crashing down in the
I don't know if you've seen this or not, but there was a time that I beat John Cena. Have you seen that before?
I should have.
Look at that, a young Von Lawless.
Oh, look
at
at
the clothesline. Headshot, Daddy.
Vicious.
I don't think we've seen this nearly enough.
Vicious.
We have not seen this nearly enough times on this show.
Heads together, geeks. Here we go. How about you? Hey, ha, boo, ha, boom, aha. Don't get any better than this. Grab a headlock. Run them together. Oh.
Took the ass bump. Never been in the ring, though. Keep that in mind.
Oh.
Any bashing?
Hit him right in the snabits. Cool nurse coming out to rub it.
Oh,
make it
shit.
better.
I had Brad on mute there. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, you muted yourself, it says on here. Beefy.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, look at that. I just won. I just beat John Cena, baby. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Von Lawless is going to buy hot dogs and Cokes for everybody in the building.
What do you think of that, man? Have you ever beat John Cena?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But that could be the big.
Maybe at Chucky, Tennessee.
You know, I didn't see the finish of that, but I did watch some of those clips that you had posted. I watched everyone entering for the match.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cena stopped. Everyone else was kind of like in their own head, and Cena stopped and like put over the crowd for a minute.
Yeah, man. I mean, those are just some of my highlights I have on here. You know, I don't want to go through all of them because, you know, all our people have seen them multiple times. The Rip's over here is sick of them too. But, you know, maybe if you come on again sometime, we'll show you some more. We'll gradually show you my highlight reel.
Now, the next time he comes on, we need him in like bikini briefs because we got to draw a lot of women.
I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I need at least.
He'll be
2
jacked.
months. I'm bulking right now.
He'll
I
be
need
jacked.
at least a month to trim down.
Either shave or make the beard darker.
You want me to shave, or I can come on bald?
No. If you'd shave that beard, you'd look like he was 19.
Well,
and all of a sudden, we have all these women all over the world wanting to hit that thing.
Yeah. So it sounds like a deal, man. In 2 months, you're going to look shaved, tan, vascular, and you're going to come on here in bikini briefs. It's going to be great. Yeah. Maybe we'll get some super chat money out of that.
They be thinking that wet ass, you know what?
hadn't they already seen that?
Yeah, well, hey, I wasn't gonna say it, but you know, somebody in the chat said that you've got more likes in Pornhub than Rip does on YouTube. So you know,
there's a lot of shit
Frankie the Pickle Barrel.
I don't know who said it. Somebody said it.
Yeah, well, Pickle Barrel. We'll just kayfabe him then.
Yeah,
there's an abundance of shit out there on me.
Yeah, well,
you're not gonna break any new ground here.
Hey, just say guilty as charged. Yes. And what's your point? I'm over. You're not. Right. Say
thank you, Rip. Yeah. I appreciate your support.
Yeah. Just spell my name right. Yes. Good publicity, bad publicity don't matter. People are talking about me, and all the bitches want you.
Hey, Rip came on and told his story about him and Savage meeting fingers, in the middle from one end entrance to other end entrance. So you know, they were whatever brothers. Yeah, they were brothers. All right, touching fingers inside.
That's a pure love of the business. I think
that was somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, it's weird unless your love is pure, then you understand it.
I'm pure.
All right, man. I think we're wrapping this thing up.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on here, buddy.
Appreciate man. Man.
Qui latificat, juventutum meum, dominus vobiscum, et cum spirit tutuo, ite messias, deo gratias.
Hey, I do have one more Von Lila story. It's not a big one, but I can tell it next time.
Oh, you can tell. No. Hey, if it's a Von Lila story, we always have time.
It was the first State of Landeside promo when me and Steve, Ashley Stefan Streetman, started Theta Lambda Psi, and we were doing little 2-man promos, and we had drawn little red handprints on our chests. And we got in the ring with our shirts on, and we were being real shitty, and we decided that we could out chop Von Lilas, and we started chopping each other, and we were selling the shit out of it. And then I could hear like the groans from the audience. It was in promo class. And then we took our shirts off and we had big red handprints on our chest. And it popped everybody. I think it even got you that day.
Man, I don't remember that. So that was in class, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds good. I don't remember it. You know, it's too bad we didn't have some of that stuff taped. Some of those promos in class.
Some of the Suzio.
Yeah. Those would have been awesome to have on film.
Did they have cell phones in?
Well, sure, we had cell phones.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
They had real good camera phones, but there was definitely cell phones.
They were flip phones. They weren't much.
Good story, man. I like it. I'm glad I was involved in a promo.
Yeah, you probably chopped his heart out in the next match.
Probably. I still looking for that picture. I don't know if you heard. I looked for it. I waited too long to look for it, but I've still got a picture somewhere of me and you that somebody sent me, made me, and I cannot find it anywhere from DCW, I believe.
Ollie G gimmick?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Nice.
But
my first match.
I can't find it. Might have been a battle royal something, but I'll get it next time when you're on here in a couple months in your bikinis. When we end the show, this is Starcade, baby. This is our theme music here. You got to give us a little head bob here at the end. Always end with a head bob. Thanks for coming on today. Brad Maddox, Stevie Wellington, getting us all the subscribers. 3 more months, he's going to be on half naked. Make sure you tune back in.
Beard shave,
tan, vascular, all that good stuff.
Looking 19,
baby.
In demand, baby.
You and Lupe get the We're Only 19 tag team going.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Oh boy, that's a cliffhanger.
He could have a tattoo on his head. I'm only 19.
That's it.